and welcome back to my channel where we are all crime all black all the time.
Being a mom is a golden opportunity, and not every day is a good day. In fact, there are a lot of bad days, but the love a mother has for her children is unchangeable. Mother's Day weekend 2024 was a deadly, violent weekend across the entire country. It saddens me that there are mothers out there who had to spend their day at the hospital, the morgue, or making funeral arrangements. For the rest of their lives, no matter how many children they have, they are going to be reminded that one of their kids was murdered on Mother's Day. And as a mom of two boys myself, that hurts my soul. Not just because it's Mother's Day, but because a child was murdered. It doesn't matter what day it was on. The pain will be the same every single day. This is the story of one mother who lost her son on Sunday, May 12th, Mother's Day, 2024. Please keep the comments cute and keep this mama and family in your thoughts. And again, shout out to the Family TV. Very, very, very dope channel. Everybody go check him out. Check out his content. The link will be in the description.
Nobody wins when the family feels, but my stack.
Right now, breaking news out of New Iberia. Police have confirmed a man is dead after a shooting. Officers with the New Iberia Police Department responded to a shooting earlier this evening when authorities say the shooting resulted in the death of a man. The victim has not been identified as of now, but officers are still investigating.
Officers responded to a call of shots fired in the 1300 block of Jordan Street in New Iberia. When they arrived on scene, they did locate a male victim deceased in the roadway with suffering from gunshot wounds.
Hey, you must have forgot. People don't forget. I did my time for the jail, but the streets ain't forgot. You think they just gonna forget? If I could get my child phone and show all of the different receipts from different niggas threatening my child, talk about they gonna kill him, drop his location over a song, over petty, stupid can be overlooked words. But when he was ready to play them at their own games, everybody got quiet and he became the aggressor every time. I had to tell him, stop letting people try to trick you out your spot, baby. You on parole. All they gotta do is call you parole. Don't argue. You ain't capable. Gotta be arguing with people. All of that. You don't have nothing to prove. It's the point I'm trying to make.
Crazy, because we say this all the time, family. No matter how much you try to forget the past, you gotta face it, man. Sometimes people not as forgiving as you would like them to be, to say the least. Now, I was sent this story, and I got a couple that I'm doing, but I pushed them to the side. This one touched me a little bit. And this young man had lost his life on Mother's Day, and the mother went to Facebook Live to talk about it, which we'll later see and discuss. But it seems this is a man who was locked up since the age of 17 and charged as an adult for technically defending his life. But also, this is a man who hasn't been home for more than 4 months before being gunned down in front of his daughter. To say the least, this is a man who had a daughter while he was in prison, and she didn't have but 4 months to spend with her dad. So with all this going on, I'm not gonna keep too much on the intro. So before we go over this one, remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, meet Daquan Branch, 21 years old. He was gunned down, as we mentioned, on Mother's Day in New Iberia in Louisiana. Quan was a father of a beautiful little girl and was loved by many. Of course, Mother's Day was on Sunday evening, and according to New Iberia Police Department, it was a shooting on Jordan Street, and officers have responded to a shooting at around 5:30. Apparently, it was a party going around. One thing led to another after a dispute ensued, and Daquan had lost his life. Now, his mother had went to Facebook after that and made a number of posts, as well as spoke up on Facebook Live, which you'll later check out as mentioned. But she also posted a picture that was given to her of her son in the middle of the street, broad daylight, gunned down with the sheet over him. Now, of course, you guys can check it out, but I gotta blur it out for the sake of YouTube and just the privacy of the family, even though the mother had posted it. Within the last 24 hours, the mother had went to Facebook and said to follow. Go Buick, paper tag, I'm on your trail. White Honda on the 1300 block of Jordan Street, second car, driver of Buick. You picked up 2 killers running from the scene. On the corner, you all tried to get in the white Honda, which is still parked at the scene right now, and couldn't get in the car. The door cam got you all backing in the yard and all. Yet, city of New Liberia, you all know who killed my son. Already better than first 48, but ain't making no move. Worry about the car and car keys. But a killer shot my child 4 times, point blank range in front of his 3-year-old daughter, and no one looking for them? I'm not crying. I'm preparing for my son homegoing as we speak right now. A lot of people gonna cry. That's a promise. I know the God I serve spinning a big circle for me, if nothing else will. You killed my son because you couldn't take an L for a fight by the hands. That slider. You slid my boy. Now you on thin ice, kid. Death no joke. I wish this was a prank for everyone involved, because you all just ruined you all life and took my child's life. God is definitely not gonna play about you, about my child. No one wants to lose where I lost my son. My kids lost their brother. His daddy lost his son. His daughter lost her effing daddy, a real father, not a deadbeat. His grandparents all lost their grand auntie and uncles, lost their nephew. Keisha lost Bug. Broken heart, crying emoji. This is what you all left me. On Mother's Day, all you niggas can go straight to hell. Crying emoji. Now, as you can see, that was a heartfelt message. But she also had went to live. But before we play that and chop that down, I want us to check out what the baby mother had to say. Of course, her picture will be blurred out on her display name and also her daughter. But she mentioned words can explain it hurt. My baby loved her daddy so much, to lose him again, and this time forever, crying emoji, broken heart. I can't even go on with life because my baby just got her daddy back and she had to see him die right in front of her. This is the worst pain ever, and I don't wish this on nobody. We love you so much, boo, and you left us on Mother's Day. You was about to do something so nice for me when we got home, and you didn't even make it back to come home with us. I'm hurt, broken heart emoji. I don't know what to do no more. So as you can see, Quan, aka Bug, was loved by his family and friends, but his mother had something to say, and she spoke up for over an hour. Now I chopped down to less than that, but I want you guys to see what she had to say in regards to how her son was being raised, his troubled past, the reason he went to jail in self-defense, and also the reason he possibly lost his life based on the evidence that she was given thus far. But as mentioned, no one is speaking to authority, so what good is that? Check it out.
I'm smiling. It ain't nothing funny. I want one particular person to come to this live, and I don't even know him. But whoever he is, I need you to come to this live, because one thing about it, I ain't never played with nobody's child. I have never made jokes, shared nothing about nobody's child, and put my input and my opinion. Let me take my reading glasses off, baby, because this is serious. I was, but I ain't going to use this time for that. Over 1,500 people shared the post about my baby, with my baby picture. First, I want to address that. I only want to address it because I don't have to, but I will because I want to get some clarification for those who don't understand my reason. You have to know me to understand my purpose of doing what I did. I didn't do it I'm not even a social media person. As you can see, I'm here. It's just me. I ain't fixed nothing up. I'm still looking like yesterday. I have never closed my eyes. I've been sitting in a car for 10 hours, driving up and down the streets of California since yesterday. I refuse to close my eyes because I don't know what to see or what I'm going to see. All I can think about is the phone call that I got yesterday. A lot of people, I notice a lot of people keep mentioning the fact that, on Mother's Day. I'm a mother every day. Yesterday was a just another day for me. Another day. And I was thankful. I'm thankful every day. On the worst days, I'm so thankful and grateful. I love my children. I love my children. I know we all say we love our children. I love my children differently. I can't speak for nobody else. I want to address two things. Boog is my son. Boog was born to Veronica Branch and O'Neal Jones. Yeah, him. That's his daddy, and I'm his mama. My baby, I have never, ever gave off that I was raising Jesus' little boy. I never, ever gave off that my child had an inch of perfection in him. I never, ever made it seem like he did no wrong. For 4.5 years, my child sat in prison for attempted murder. If you don't know the backstory, my son got in a fight. Had never been to jail before. Oh, he had stole a gun out of Walmart one time. He went to jail, but I beat his ass. Him and LaBradley, them stealing guns out of Walmart. He had a pocket full of money. He stole it because they wasn't old enough to buy it. So technically, if he was a thug then that was my thug. My child had never been in trouble before. Boog got in a fight, a fist fight. Boog dislocated another child's eye socket. The child and his mother decided to say that my child hit him with a gun. But when the doctor said that was not from a gun handle, it was from a fist, the story was recanted and the charges was dropped. The charges was dropped, but the streets never got the real story. So from that point, the friends, the cousins, the family members, the neighborhood, they made a mockery out of the situation. If I'm lying, I want God to take me down right now. That child and his mama is dead today. I can remember like yesterday, that woman called me. We went to school together. We went to school together. We cried on the phone together. We prayed together. That woman called me and told me that she overheard her child in the room with his cousins saying how they was going to kill my child. She begged me and she cried and she pled to me to send my child off because they was going to kill my child. This is her only son. This is my baby. This is over a fight. I took and I sent my son off to my oldest son. In the midst, he at that age, he's 16, he's doing what he want to do, not listening. I'm doing what I thought I was supposed to do as a mother. I'm working. I'm a mother of 6. Boog was my baby. I'm a mother of 6, 4 boys and 2 girls. Samaj, Sintaj, Dortrian, Dorjan, Dejan, and Daquan. Daquan is Boog. I sent Boog off at the request of this child's mother for his safety. To hear another woman call you and beg and cry and plead for you to send your child off because she don't want her child and his cousins to kill your child. I sent him off. Boog hadn't been to Picayune since he was 9 years old. I reminded him, the friends that you left there at 9, everybody done grew up. They doing different things. Be mindful. He went and did it exceptionally. Everything I said don't do, he did what I said. Don't do, he did. He went right into the hands of all his old friends. Some of them had been to jail. Boog had never been to jail. He did not do what his mama told him to do. He didn't do what his mama told him to do, which is what most children do. In the midst of being there, Boog was doing all kind of stuff, petty stuff, little small stuff, stealing the chips from the snowball stand, the dollar store, him and his little friends, doing stupid stuff. Stupid stuff. And I'm getting phone calls, and both of my boys, my oldest two boys, they taking turns. One of them keeping them on the nighttime. One of them he bullying them. He doing what he want to do. He telling them what to do. He running everybody at this point. You're not my mama was the favorite thing because his mama on the road. What his mama do? His mama working. What his mama do? His mama making sure he have everything she thought he wanted. Because his mama thought that's what a mama's supposed to do. I don't want you in the streets. So I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna work till my feet don't work. If you think I'm lying, I'm sitting at the podiatrist right now. I done worked so hard for the last couple of years, I barely can walk. I worked, and I gave my children, but my child, everything I wanted, I felt like he deserved to have as the last child. They never shared clothes, shoes, or none of that. 6 children. Nobody shared book sacks, none of that. I had 6 children. My children never even shared car seats. Every time I had a baby, and they stair-steppers, and anybody that know me know this, Kmart was still open. I go put all my stuff on layaway, get my layaway out, have my baby. I say all that to say this. Boog did not have to be a part of the streets. Boog chose to be a part of the streets. And many days and many nights, I cried and I preached and I preached and I cried. And I told Boog, there'll come a day when I cannot come and save you. It was an instant. You might not believe me, but he changed. Boog was my humblest child. Boog still was sleeping in the bed with me. Boog was my humblest child. Boog never went a day without telling me he loved me. My child never went a day without telling me how much he loved me. I can remember Boog was small. Boog used to get a lawnmower and go cut grass all day, and then come back and offer to buy his brothers and sisters pizza and soda and drink a beer. Ain't had a lazy bone in his body. Not a blip. Played football. My children used to tease him. He was too young to play with little kids. He had the mindset of a younger child. You know, if you got children right now and your children still trying to be children and other people trying to persuade you to your child to be more of an adult or act more grown, let them children be children. My child still had believed in Santa Claus. I used to take my baby to the store and take him Christmas shopping and let him pick out all his own gifts. And then go home and wrap them, and then open them up on Christmas, and he used to act so excited. Oh, wow. Oh, Mama. And we had to went shopping and got the gifts. That's how humble he was. Who didn't care about no Jordans, Nike, none of that. My baby just wanted to play ball, play his game. Now, he was sneaky because he was sitting in that room. He had learned how to scam the other children on the internet with the PlayStation and steal their accounts. He did. He stole my food stamp card one time and thought it was a debit card and tried to charge it. He told me my card was stupid, and I told him he was dumb because that was a food stamp card. When he learned the difference, he stole my debit card and charged about $500, $600, $800, 2-3 times on my card. Everybody felt like he had to be my favorite because I didn't kill him. I say that to say this, he was a child, being a child. But as children progress and they still being children, my child would come home and tell me he had to fight because they was calling him special. He used to call, but why you did that? Because they were saying I'm special, because they were saying I'm retarded. Why? Because he playing with the younger kids, playing baseball, football with the younger kids, because he was being a child. I had older sons. They felt like that wasn't, that wasn't good for the look. You got to be hard. You got to pick it up, fight. Boog didn't fight. Boog got in boxing. Boog knocked the children's teeth out. They mamas want to fight me. One punch, the teeth gone. It just, He was forced to grab a aggressiveness. And I didn't. I wanted my baby to stay soft, and us as people, and I'm okay with saying it because this is my page. Black people, we so worried about what don't look right. Oh, he look too soft. He gonna be, you know what? No. He don't dress like this because something wrong with him. He was able to dress like everybody else. He chose. Boog was okay with wearing lights on his motherfucking shoes. You understand me? He was a child. Fast forward. We moved. We moved to New Iberia. Boog is in the 9th grade. Boog, teacher tells me he was one of the humblest children in our class. She didn't have children that said yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, and humble. Within 3 months, she said Boog had changed and turned into a whole different person. Now, let's go back to what I was talking about. Now, he in high school, he going to freshman high, Westgate, whatever it was at the time or whatever. He changed. He changed. And I'm not blaming the city, the town, the people, the kids. And I'm just saying he changed according to what made it work, because what people made him feel like he had to be or had to talk or had to act. And even as his mama, he no longer worried about and listened to me telling him, you don't have to do that. You can wear your pants way up here with your belt tight, and you don't have to. You can wear these kind of shoes. You don't have to. It no longer, when our kids get outside, everything that we have instilled in them, you can only just hope and pray that it stays in them and they strong enough to say no, because this is what was my mama told me. I'm gonna go with what my mama says. But it don't always work like that. So Bull goes to Mississippi because I get the phone call saying, please send my child out of town. I send my child out of town. My child get out of town and go meet some of his old friends from when he was little, and they on a tear. They on a tear for the town. At the same time, Boog, I didn't even know, knew how to drive. Long story short, he dead now. It don't even matter. One of the friends stole a truck, but didn't know how to drive. So Boog loaded up his crew and drove all the way to Louisiana from Mississippi. When Boog drove from Louisiana to Mississippi, don't forget, the incident had taken place with the child getting his eye socket. The fight. The mama, the child. Boog goes to, he want to show off their truck, they stolen truck, they joyriding. These children ain't never been to Louisiana, New Iberia, Louisiana in their life. They shoots up the truck. Boog done went riding by his ops, as they call them. They done shot up these people's truck. They done went on a high-speed chase. I get a call. I call. This is where they at. Send the police. Come get them. That's the mama that I am. Accountability. Nobody went get them. When they ran from the police, in the West End, the two little boys had never been there, but three little boys, there were four of them, had never been there before. They didn't know which way to run. Boog, you either follow him, who followed him, they got away. Who didn't follow him, they got lost. One of them ended up at somebody's house they didn't even know and asked them to use the phone to call their mama. 4 hours away, that girl had to drive in the storm and rain, was begging and offering hundreds of dollars for somebody to drive her child back to Mississippi. I called. Accountability. As a mother, this is where they at. This is what they have done. Oh, that's across the state lines. I got all kind of excuses. Nothing happened. One of the little boys got caught and he went to jail. He took the charge. He took the whole charge. Mine's still on the loose. The other one, mama came and got him and he went back. Within 5 days of that incident, I told my daughter, he don't want to listen. He grown. You're not his mama, whatever. I put him out. Put him out. Put him out. She called me on Easter. She said, Mama, Bull came. She said, and I wanted to tell him to stay. She said, he looks so dirty. He looked like he hasn't took a bath. It's Easter. My children always, every holiday, always had an outfit, a shoe, haircut. I got a phone call saying my child had been shot. And another child had been shot. Boog was riding a bike, as the story goes, and the door ring says. The same child who got hit the eye, hit one of his friends' cousins, somebody. Boog was riding a bike, headed by Education. Education was pregnant with London. Boog riding the bike, him and Boog started arguing. Boog stopped on the bike. They passed words. When Boog got ready to put his feet on the pedal, he shot at Boog. Boom. Boog fell down to the ground. Everybody thought Boog head was hit. Boog came back up and unloaded the clip. Now, mind you, they both minors. Ain't nobody should have had a gun in the first place. But y'all had to shot at my child and all kind of stuff. I never once said, this is to the bum who shared my status talking about my child was a killer and this. And my child never killed nobody. He didn't go to jail for murder. He went to jail for, they lessened his attempted murder charge. He returned fire. He was shot at and he returned fire. His licks landed. The child was shot in the face. If you follow me, if you know me, over years, my child sat in jail for 4.5 years. My child was off of 20 years. First time ever being in trouble. Return of fire. They lessened the charge. My child did not kill anyone. And I never said he was perfect. Never. And if you follow me and you know me, not know of me, know me. I have apologized to that child for my child shooting him. I have apologized publicly to that child for my child shooting him in the face and knocking all his teeth out and taking half of his jaw. I never praised that, but I know one thing, it was a return fire. It wasn't, he just walked up on him and shot him in the mouth. He shot at my child behind somebody else's business. But pay attention to the story. The child did not say who shot him. He never gave a name. He said he did not know. He did not see nobody. He just, bullets was flying, somebody passing was shooting. The child who I got hit, him and his auntie and his mama, who was not there, went to the police station and gave a statement and said, Boog shot the little boy as a witness, and stated that they were scared for their life, that they were scared that Boog was going to come and shoot them. Mind you, they had lied about the situation, recanted their story, so y'all not really believable, but y'all believable enough for the 16th. Do know and teach your children. Word of mouth can get you time in the 16th. There was no evidence. The person who was shot wasn't even willing to testify, and my child was off for 20 years. Fast forward, he went to jail. He took his time. He took 5 years. Never been in trouble, never been to jail. You got to understand my child was charged as an adult from day one. Never ran. I had him to turn himself in. I never condoned anything. Whatever you do, you have to be held accountable. But I'm still your mama. I'm still your mama. I rode them 4.5 years with my child, never seen him in person, never visited him, not one time, because I worked in our butts. The baby that he had that he never seen until 4 months ago in real life, the mama of the baby, my household, my other children when was in need, and kept myself apart on the road. You know how much money that takes for a person to take care of that much responsibility every month, comfortably? And I did that. Boog ain't never missed a commissary in 4.5 years. Every Friday. Boog ain't never not had money on the phone for 4.5 years. Don't forget, that was in the same week of the stolen truck. So Boog got a burglary charge in Mississippi. All of this runs in the same timing. Everything was supposed to be ran concurrent once he got his time. Mississippi didn't play that. They want their own time. So when Boog got finished with his time in November of this year, back up, Boog went to jail at 17 as a minor. Boog stayed in a one-man cell with just a sink, a toilet, and a bed for a year because he was a minor. Somebody child killed themselves on one side. somebody's child killed themselves on another side. I would get phone calls from my child, people, grown men throwing bags of shit through the bars at my child.
Throwing piss at my child. Grown women in there working in there, treating my child like a dog, talking about he an animal, and this and that, because they heard on the streets and all of that. Oh, we heard about you before you even got here. People I've been knowing all my life work on the police department, treating my child like he wasn't nothing. Tried to give my child a murder charge. All of that. And he want to smile in my face, talk to me like they give. Be mindful what you do to people and how you treat people, children. I say this to say that. Tell y'all children pay attention because the streets do not love them. For 4.5 years, I got 10 fingers. I could count on one hand how many people looked out for my baby. And I didn't ask nobody. I didn't ask nobody. Me, my children, my brother, my sister, my mama. We took care of that. But me, I did. And he got buku family. But he got buku friends. Where they was at? He got a daughter now. Why he in jail? His baby born. He go to jail in April. His baby born in July. Where the gifts at? Where the presents at? Where the diapers at? Where the shoes at? Should have had 3 birthdays since he was in jail. Where the parties at? Where the gifts at? Nothing. I constantly reminded him of that. I ain't telling you to not fool with people, but certain people, after certain situations, it should make you not want to have no dealings. But they got to learn. They got to learn. Every time my child was calling, this person dead. That person dead. This person got shot. He would know before me. He would be telling me and asking me, what happened? What happened? The jail know more than we know. He would know stuff about. My child got shipped to so many different prisons. They didn't give my child no break because of his charge, a violent offender. First time, but a violent offender. My child didn't get access to job, whatever they be giving them. No base, no nothing, no juvenile correct, nothing. Straight to prison. Now, put in your mind, being 17 years old, never been away. Yeah, y'all look at it like, oh, he thought he was a man. No. No. Up here, wasn't ready. My child in there fighting for his life. For his life. Grown men fighting my child because they say he was spoiled. Because he could make store every week. Beg for nothing. Because he ain't had to kiss nobody's ass for nothing. Because he could make a phone call, stay on the phone for hours and hours and hours. And I'm not bragging. I'm just saying as a mother, I did what I chose to do for my child. 4.5 years, my child made it through some of the worst places in the state of Louisiana. Because every time they would ship him, I would Google him. Every time he would open up his mouth, they would ship him. Every time he would say, this not right, that's not right, it's not right, they would get rid of him. My child, they had a car accident with my child in the car. Told him not to say nothing, never got no medical assistance. Car flipped over during the hurricane, never got no assistance. Tell your child, once they get them behind them walls, they for them. They belong to them. They do them what they want to do to them. Mama, you can't, Book calling me, tell my mama, call up here and talk to the people. Baby, do you know how many times I lied and told him I did and I didn't? Because ain't nobody about to make me shame and tell me, ma'am, please. Ain't nobody about to copy attitude with me and I got to copy attitude back and then they know that's your mama, so now they coming back there fucking with you. No. My child sat in jail for 4.5 years and lived. But when my child release date came, they gave him 10 days for the state of Mississippi to come and get him. The state of Mississippi came and got him on the 10th day or something like that, baby D. At 12:01, expedited him to Mississippi. Went to Mississippi and got charged with armed robbery. 2 days before New Year's, my baby begged me to bond him out because he said he wanted to be home for New Year's. And we, as a family, went and got him. When my child walked out of there, he was different. He was different. I felt it. I seen it. I knew. It was heartbreaking because my phone was on the table and the lady was asking for something with the bondsman and she said, hold on. And I said, look in my phone. And he picked up the phone and he said, What kind of phone this is? I can't work this phone. It broke my heart, and that laid on my heart for days. And I said, Lord, Boog said he don't know how to work that phone. And then instantly I started thinking about all the things, and I was like, Lord, my child never been to prom. He never been to dances. He lost his whole childhood. Now he coming home to a baby. A baby. He a daddy. He got to come learn how to do everything. He got to come find a job. I don't even know how much he know how to read. He didn't get no diploma in there. He didn't get no class. They put my child in drug classes. He ain't in jail for drugs. They don't care. I tried to get my child in all kind of programs. The Steve Harvey program. The list goes on, and I don't have time to go that far into it, but I'm making the point because I want to make it understood. I don't owe nobody nothing to explain. If you know, you know. But since so many people are intrigued by the situation, I feel like I should give a backstory, because never once did I ever try to say my perfect child was taken away from me. But I can say my child did not deserve what happened to him on yesterday. I never said my child was never in prison, because if you know me and you follow me, you know I would always talk about my son. I would always free Boog till it's backwards. Because no matter what, I'm his mama. You're your child mama. I felt like at one point I couldn't live without my child. I was sick. I was sick. And he was alive. Now he dead. What y'all think I'm about to be? What y'all think I'm about to be? I was sick when he was alive, but he was gone. I couldn't celebrate a holiday without crying. I didn't want to do nothing fun because I felt like I was cheating him, because I felt like I was leaving him out. My child. I don't care what nobody else do with theirs. Yes, he made a choice, and I made him stand on the choice that he chose. And he let him be accountable for what he done. But he went in there early enough to come home and still have a life. So I was thankful for that. And I never forget, I was sick. I would be stressed. I would be depressed. I couldn't get it together. All I knew was you got to keep working because you got to take care of your child. And one day I prayed, and I remember him feeling, and God said, I ain't going to let nothing happen to him. In there, he gonna be all right. He gonna make it out of there. And he kept his promise to me. He kept his promise to me. On December the 30th, we brought my child out. We brought him from December the 30th till yesterday. London has been with her father every day since the day he got released. There has not been one day, except for when he done had to go to court, that she has not been with her father. If he worked nights, he set it up just to work nights and evenings, just so nobody else had to be asked to watch her go to daycare, whatever. They two young children, they getting on their feet I set them up. Boog didn't have to borrow nobody else's address to sleep on their sofa to give to the paroler. I and me and my daughter, baby D, made sure he had a place to stay, a place to call home, an address, fully furnished. Well, they didn't have a living room set because that was their business, but you know what I'm saying? A bed. She got a bed, TV, dishes, all electricity, internet, cell phone, tablet, all of that. To come home to be productive. To get yourself. I did what I felt like I was supposed to do. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have support. A lot of us. We don't support our own. We'll throw them to the wolves and tell them to figure it out. We'll tell them go get it how they live. We'll tell them go do what they was doing before. I set him up so he can be productive. I gave him the rundown. I told him what he needed to do. My brother told him what he needed to do. Jobs wasn't coming that fast. Jobs wasn't even coming. Boog ended up taking a job at Burger King. Burger King fired him because they told him to make a choice between go to his court date or coming to work. He called me and asked me what to do, what I'm supposed to do, mama. What you mean what you're supposed to do? Ain't no judge want to hear you gonna be excused. You going to court. We don't try to look out for each other. We act like we do when stuff happen. We watch these children. We judge them. We criticize them. We have so much. I don't put my mouth on other people's kids because I got 6 of them. I don't put my mouth on other people's kids. Never did. Never did. Because I got 6 and I can't never say what any of mine will ever do. Never played that. Never done that. Never played that. Because I can sit right here on this live and I don't even know who on here because I ain't never looked. I know for a fact plenty of people that's so say a friend of mine and family done talked about me like a dog about seeing about mine. About seeing about mine. And I know this. But it didn't matter to me, so I didn't address it. I didn't address it. I'd had people say things about me behind doing too much for mine. Boog been out of jail for 4 months. Boog lasted in prison for 4.5 years to come home to being murdered in 4 months. Boog's daughter waited 3, right, she got to be 4 years to see her daddy in physical form. To touch, to feel, to kiss, to love, to hold. And she only got 4 months. On yesterday, on Mother's Day, Boog and London was together as per usual. And Boog went to pick up her mother, Jacasha, at a brunch. Whatever this young man in Boog had previous to him pulling up over there, I don't know the story. He's dead, and people telling bits and pieces, and that's fine, But at the end of the day, something occurred between my child and that child at some point, verbally. Somebody across the street, down the street, next door was having a party, and called and dropped the low on my baby to say where he was. And this brown car, the Buick with the paper license plate, whoever is the driver, I don't know if that's his mama's car, daddy car, grandma's car, I don't know. I never seen the child in my life, but I know what you look like. Him and Boog had a fight. A physical fight. It had to have been a 1-2. The friend got out the passenger side, from what I'm told, and walked up to my child and shot my child 4 times point blank range in the chest for his friend. I would have preferred y'all jump him. Y'all could have jumped him. Y'all could have jumped him. Y'all could have beat him down. And y'all all could have lived to see another day. There's no friend of mine that I want to be friend enough to me that'll take somebody's life because I can't take an ass whipping. Y'all lives are way more valuable than what y'all giving. You come and you say not true. Well, then why you don't tell a story if it's not true? I'm not. Do you not? Let me explain something to you, sweetie, hardhead, skelly. I said what I was told. So if you know anything different, bitch, tell it. Cause what we not gonna do is play about my child. I've been nice enough since yesterday. I've been being humble about my dead child. I'm not going to keep acting like it's all right. I'm not going to keep doing that. Because guess what? Like I got to bury mine in a few days, I'll make sure all y'all motherfucking mamas be walking just like me. And I'm capable. And I'm able. And it's not a threat. It's not a threat. Don't fucking play with me about my child. At the end of the day, he didn't have a gun. He didn't shoot nobody. It was a fight. And if you felt some kind of way, then y'all should have whipped his. I couldn't have whipped his no more. Y'all shot my child in front of his fucking door. 3 years old all night. All I've been hearing from my grandbaby is my daddy shot. They shot my daddy dead. This morning, you know what she said? My daddy shot. They shot my daddy dead. But he coming back. children. I got a child that's 27 years old. And anybody that know me and know every day if I had to get off of work and walk the streets and bust that ass, I did. I did my job. I did my job. I did my job. Y'all killed my child in front of his daughter, a 3-year-old. Not just in front of his daughter, in front of a bunch of children. And then y'all went live, and nobody rendered services to my dying child. Nobody. I got the video. Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it? I watched walk circles all around my child, and nobody rendered services, no assistance, nothing. Didn't try to put pressure on my child's chest or nothing. But y'all had time to go live, take pictures, and everything. So I don't want to hear nothing about what's not true. Fuck what ain't true. This my truth until you tell the truth. Because one thing about it, a dead man can't talk. A dead man can't talk. Matters the difference. You know, they already done tested my baby hand for gunpowder and all of it. My baby didn't have no gun. Boog ain't shot nobody. Boog ain't shot nobody. At the end of the day, I watched the video. I watched multiple videos. It was damn near over 100 people on that street. How many of y'all wrote a statement to the police? How many of y'all wrote a statement to the police? I watched buku snaps. I got my inbox so full, I gotta pay Apple $2.99 to get some more storage. I watched video. It had over 100 people on that one street. How many of y'all wrote a statement? How many? None of y'all motherfuckers. None. None of y'all. So don't come talk about Rip Bug and LL Bug and look y'all. Ain't not one of y'all wrote a statement on your child. Not one. I talked to the detective. Not one of y'all wrote a statement. Nobody. I guess my grandbaby got to write one with some colors. Draw a picture. Don't nobody give a fuck about nobody until it's the doorbell ringing at their door. Don't nobody care about what's going on until they child. You know where my baby at right now? He laying on a cold table with a tag on his toe, waiting on his mama. You know what they about to do to my baby? They about to open him all up. They about to cut his head. They about to take pieces out his skull. Probably gonna steal some of his organs, because he healthy. They about to pull my child apart and then send him back to me. And then they about to put him back together. And I'm about to dress him up all grand and spicy and have him smelling all good. And people gonna come and they gonna look at him and they gonna shed a tear and they gonna bow their head and they gonna act concerned. And they going about their business. And you know where my child going? In the ground. In the ground. He going in the ground. And then guess what? Everybody going about their business. His daughter gonna be raised without a father. I'm me. Gonna take care of his child. My daughters, my sons, her uncles, her auntie, my brother. Gonna take care of his daughter. You shouldn't have to do that. It's enough. We got enough men running around here, unfortunately, living and don't want to be daddies. And then y'all take and leave these children with no daddies. So now they all gonna be going to school together saying your daddy killed my daddy. Enemies before they even get started. Enemies. Nobody can say they is my child's friend and watch my child get killed yesterday. I didn't expect you to kill nobody. I would never ask you to do that. He got 3 brothers. He got 3 brothers, buku cousins. I almost said something. I would never have asked nobody else's child to bring themselves into that. But if you know what happened, y'all want to be real niggas. Excuse my French. George Foreman, whatever this man name is who run the Facebook. Y'all want to be real niggas. And ain't nothing real about keeping your mouth closed. Watching a man die. Watching a man get killed in front of his daughter. Watching a mama or sister. My daughter my book ain't been dead a year. July ain't even got here yet. We ain't even made a year anniversary. And now we got to put my child in the ground. My child still grieving every day. Trying to live. Trying to keep her mental together. I'm still trying to build my child back up from losing her fiance. I got a grandbaby already. I already got a grandbaby, don't have a daddy. Now I got another grandbaby without a daddy. Come on, y'all. I'ma address this last and I'm done.
This is a crazy and unfortunate situation. Now, before we go over anything, we do want to take a moment and say rest in peace to Daquan Branch, aka Bug, and love and condolences to his family. Now, as mentioned, no one is being held responsible as of yet, but so many clues has been given to the mother, and it's possibly why she's going to social media, because no one is going to authority. It's crazy. He wasn't home for more than 4 months before losing his life, charged as an adult at the age of 17. With so much promise, it was cut so short. Even the mother saying it in a post. Some people can't get over losing a fight, so it lead to other things. So nowadays, you gotta think twice about doing that as well. Y'all let me know how you guys feel about this one. This was the story of a Louisiana man who lost his life on Mother's Day in front of his daughter after serving 4.5 years at 17 years old as an adult, not being home for more than 4 months. Talk to me in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one.